Oh my god, the cameras aren't fucked up. Yay! Welcome to Forgotten Fates, a Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 edition campaign. We are going into our third season.
With Hagrid,
With what?
Dungeon Master.
Lord Hagrid.
We're going into our third season.
Wizard Hattie.
First season, did we have a title for the first season?
Season 5.
That was a test title. It was really confusing though.
For the first season, did we have a title?
For the 5th season, not first, right?
We don't have a 5th season yet.
First.
We have a
First
first season and a second season. This is the 3rd season.
Yeah.
I don't know if we had a title for it for the first season. It's more like an introduction. It's one
Where
of
did
those.
it end?
It ended when y'all went to the Underdark.
We'll call the first season the Fellowship of the Baby.
Ugh.
The
sounds
first
horrible.
season we ended in the portal of Waterdeep. We started in the Underdark. The second season ended with Vakut dying and us being back in the tavern.
Spoilers.
We should let the fan base name it.
The second season is titled Escape from Underdark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Second season is Escape from the Underdark. Let's see.
Actually, he
Hold
didn't
on.
die.
Oh my god, with the Skype messages, stop.
What's going on with Skype? It's like blowing up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so second season, Escape from Underdark. Third season, we're going into it right now. The entire cast is here, as they always are. Still playing Andara, the Drow Cleric, is Andre. Better known as @Cyburner. I am playing Dermot, the Dwarven
Wow.
Ranger, and English failed right there, right now. Just happened.
It's not your first language after
I
all.
just crit English right there. I'm done. I'm out.
I do believe it's called common, but don't worry.
Dwarf Ranger.
Silly dwarf.
Dwarf Ranger. Scott, we don't know what Scott's playing because Scott had this is a spoiler alert. Scott had an unfortunate accident at the end of last season.
Call it an accident.
Yeah, I also wouldn't call it an accident.
Okay, nice.
You guys have no
An
faith.
unfortunate occurrence. Let's go with that.
Well, if it was unfortunate.
Yeah,
Something
accident
in front
would
of it.
usually imply like unintentional.
I do believe we're calling those traffic collisions now, not accidents.
I didn't intend to roleplay my character into a pit of
Sounds
doom.
less harsh if we call it an accident.
You guys have no joke at all on this.
We're just going to call it an occurrence then.
Well,
Sure, that works for me.
The occurrence happened.
Yeah.
The event horizon.
We have Ardo, the Halfling Rogue, played by Chris, who just finally joined this millennium and has a Twitter account.
He also
Everybody-
has something other than a
everybody-
forehead.
He's
can
just
see
joined
it.
Twitter. There we go. Muted claps from Dre. That's wicked. He's joined Twitter and he's been posting his artwork that he draws for us as he's drawing it. So you should really check that out. That is Chris _F. No, you say it.
Chris,
I'm
it'll be
dumb.
Chris _ Farrell.
Yeah, that's what happens when you join Twitter late. You get stuck with long names like that. And
Yeah.
then we have Kel, the Half-Drow bard. Do we know what the other half is?
You got to guess now.
You got a pretty good idea.
After the beginning season, we're a little.
Or yeah, what half is
I
what
don't
now?
I don't make assumptions on if the other half is actually human.
Yeah. Now you've pretty sure, after the way we ended last time, that he's half drow, half lord of this city.
Wonderful.
Tap
Yeah.
Rick Lemon, yeah.
He is at Kane57. Scott, you don't have a Twitter, do you?
I do, just don't ask me to remember it at the second because I'm going to have to change it.
We're gonna
It was at Vakut, but I'm going to have to change it now.
That was that's an example of poor planning.
Pitfall. You never know.
And then we have our dungeon master, Dave,
Evil.
or Sragg as we call him, or more often, Evil Sragg. as he's known on Twitter at Evil Sragg.
Or the Cane Master.
Or
The
now
Cane
he's
Master.
this just proves, and I don't even know if this is entirely legal. Can you show what you just got?
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know, but I've been cane bound for a while. But one of my old friends brought me by a new present for defense purposes. Fully functional all the way around. Now to make sure that my cane is off on safety.
So if somebody sees in frame behind him a chihuahua fly across the room, the cane was not off.
Oh man, that thing's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
One other bit of business before we get into this, and I have to ask everybody, and just pick a side. You don't even have to know what I'm talking about. But are you team black and blue or team white and gold?
Oh god.
I'm team blue and gold.
Yeah, I'll have to go with white and gold.
I'm
Blue and gold? What the fuck's wrong with your eyes?
It was definitely off blue and gold.
I am team blue and black.
Yeah, blue and black.
I cannot even see the white and gold if I try.
If you adjust the brightness on your smartphone, if you're looking at, you'll see the both.
Interesting.
Yeah, slide it up, slide it down, you'll see both.
Pro tips.
Someone posted. There was a picture posted on a news article I was reading, and it showed all three
Yep.
pictures. And a
Well,
coworker
wait,
of mine said what they think what happened was that they had the night vision filter on.
Oh,
and
okay.
when they took the picture, it like made it look white.
I think
It's
I
with the brightness,
understand why Scott was having so many troubles. Are you seeing his camera right now?
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's a rave at his house all the time. That's not really a problem with his camera. He actually has his lights set up like that.
Hey, don't be jealous because I'm over here in a rave all the time. That's what's problem with my English. I'm like in a rave.
Yeah, yeah.
It's either that
Too many
or you
glue
all just got
stick-
some
glow
acid
sticks.
and
It's a rave for deaf people, so that's why you don't hear anything. They just flash the lights.
Excellent. Okay. So I believe that is intros. So how are we beginning this season 3, Mr. DM?
All right. So we ended up with Rickleman admitting his parent as the horns were blaring. Say what?
You said Rickleman
Excuse me.
admitting his parent?
With Kel admitting his parent was Rickleman, with horns blaring as a certain lord approached the inn. You were informed, Ardo, you informed everyone that Lars was asking a lot of questions about it.
Mm-hmm.
And where we're going to start up after the dwarf had echoed out that you've got to be shitting me louder than
to
the
be shotting me.
shitting me, yeah. And guards run up the stairs and burst into the room. Spears pointed down. They say they look at everyone. They're expecting that you can tell they didn't get what they expected when they came into this room. But they look to the halfling. You're to come with me. All of you come with me. And they're directing you downstairs. Anyone have a response to this?
I'm going to slink to the back if I can.
Okay.
How did we end?
Unassumingly cast a spell if I can.
Were we all out in the bar?
No, you're all in a large inn room at the top, the inn room that Ardo had acquired from Lars.
Are all of us out of the thing or whatever? I don't remember how we ended.
All of the party is currently, yes.
And all the rest of the people are inside still.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
So
They've
wait,
got spears
you want
pointed down
all-
and-
you want all of us to come with you.
yes.
Why? What for?
I don't know. What did you do?
Nothing. They just
Oh,
said
we
they were
have
looking
our
for him.
orders.
For who?
For Cal.
Cal.
You see the guards like perk up and start looking, and they make contact. You'll have to come with us too, Master Milner.
Oh, okay.
He's waiting for you downstairs.
Milner.
Go lead the way. I'll be right behind.
Your name is Milner?
Well, my last name's Milner.
Wait a minute. You're
Well,
No.
now she gets it. Now welcome to the party.
They start. Well, are you coming?
I didn't remember if I had heard, or where I had. So I'm just role playing this out that way.
I'm just
Yeah.
teasing you.
Because I would have reacted that way somehow.
They're getting a little antsy. You can tell.
Don't worry, guys. It'll be all right. Just we'll get out of this. Just go with them.
Oh, very well. I've always wanted to meet his lordship.
Okay. So you're all going peacefully.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you cast a spell, Kel?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You want to go into any detail on that or save that for later?
Save it for later.
All right. Well, they direct all of you downstairs and out the front door. Lars is kind of sitting behind the counter nervous, and he seems a little bewildered when he sees all of you coming down.
I make a beeline for the bar, like, as I come down the stairs. Like, not a beeline. I just make a nonchalant, like, I'm going to the bar to grab a drink.
To see the guards just in procession kind of stop and look at you getting out of turn. Lars knows pretty much what you're doing, or thinks he knows, so he starts to pour one real quick, looking over at them, making sure it's okay. The leader just kind of nods. Anything to keep them peaceful. He sets a large mug up.
I hold up a hand like 2.
He fills another one real quick.
Okay, I grab them both and get back in line.
You hear someone sigh from in the crowd.
Do I see it? Do I look to see?
You turn to look, and it was one of the guards in the back.
Like, what kind of sigh? Like, sigh of, like, what the hell's wrong with you? Or, okay, that kind of sigh. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure he's got more if you want one, too.
No comment from that. They direct you outside to where you see waiting on a horse. None of y'all are aware of who this is exactly. Looks important. Kel, you know who this is. He seems a little surprised at seeing you. Says, and then looks over and sees Andara. I'm surprised you're here. He turns and get him back to the manor house, confined to his room at once.
What?
Take those 2 to the cells. And I'm surprised you're involved in this. Take her away for questioning at the
I'm
Ambat.
confused. Involved in what?
Wait. Like, I brought
He seems. That's enough.
I brought you a mug of ale we could share.
Quaint.
Well, I mean, it's not the
Get
greatest.
them out of
but
here.
You know
He
how hard it
snaps.
is to find a...
This is some misunderstanding, I'm sure.
He turns and starts to ride off. One of the guards, spears being leveled, knocked over one of your mugs.
Well, that wasn't very nice of you. Spilling the Lord's drink like that.
You 2 heard this orders. You're coming with us.
Do you still have your refillable one with you?
Yeah.
Okay. You just put
Kel-
more one into it.
You've got 2 guards that come over to guide you, but they don't want to touch you. You heard what he said, Master.
Are we all still together?
At the moment, yes.
I'll figure something out, guys.
You better straighten things out here. I don't know what's going on, but they appear to think we've got something to do with your disappearance or something.
Well, clearly I'm not disappeared. I'm right here. I didn't think anyone would care.
You haven't been very forthcoming with your name, I suppose.
I'm just gonna tell some strangers I'm I'm one of the prince of this region.
It's my hands on my hips and my potato sack or whatever I'm wearing. I'm shaking my head.
They do put hands on you, though, just guiding your arms. We're taking you to see the ambassador. He'll want to question you himself.
To me?
Yeah.
I have another question. Was I able to detect what he cast in any shape or form?
Did you try?
I was, if I would have noticed, I would have tried to see what was
Okay.
happening. Yeah.
All right, let me see. Just as a check.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, you're pretty good at that. You noticed that when he cast, all of a sudden Ardo's cape.
If you don't want to know, let the rest of the group know. You can just private message me the answer to that. By the way.
That's probably a good one. I don't suppose. Yeah, I should probably message you. Dang it. Oh well. I already let it out, so I'm going to keep going now. It's too late. Ardo's cape turned ridiculous colors.
I noticed that. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I see this? Or is it just an overview?
You didn't notice yet.
All right.
Okay. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just noting.
All right. So they guide Ardo and Dermot away from the party slightly. They allow you to mount, actually, Kel, and they'll guide the horse.
All right.
One of the guards' horses. They're going to give you the same courtesy, Andara.
I say, well, Cal, I suppose once again my life is in your hands.
Ha. It'll be all right. Don't worry. Don't
All
worry.
right. They guide you away. Y'all are actually going in the same direction. Dermot and Ardo are being guided down towards a... no, you're going in the same direction. I forgot where I put that. Everyone's head back to the manor house, just in a little bit of distance between to keep y'all from talking. Wanted to keep this pretty much pristine story-wise. They don't want anyone, having time to discuss. Well, we'll agree on what happened. But when you do get up to the entrance to the manor, Kel and Andara are led in, and y'all are led off to the back. Down some flights of stairs.
Get your grubby hands off me.
So Andara, Kel, that's the last y'all see of them. They're heading off up to the north of the manor house somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start it with you two. Y'all are taken down down several flights of stairs behind some stone doors. Slide open, you're led in, and there's guards everywhere. They bring you into a small room, and they pull out 2 chests, locking chests, and 2 sets of clothing. Take all of your possessions and put them in this chest.
I looked down.
Not you.
Yeah, dude.
It's these 2. They're talking to Ardo.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Sorry.
And for the record, you're wearing fancy clothes, Andara.
He gave you some his.
So, yeah, Dermot looks like, how many guards are in here?
Right now, there's the 3 that brought you in and 1 that's in there with you. One that will also handle. So you got 5 guards total. And you see the captain there that you're assuming. He looks a little more pompous than the rest of them. Allow him to finish his drink. That'll be the last one he gets for a while.
Whoa. What you talking about?
It seems you're to be our guests for a while.
Well, it seems to me like if you're going to be a proper host, there should be alcohol.
Makes things a bit unpredictable.
Well, I guarantee you it's going to be unpredictable one way or the other.
But if you would, please, all of your possessions will be in this chest, locked away until we get to the bottom of the matter.
Well, at least...
Well, how do I know you're not going to steal them?
You look around the room, there are other chests in here. Some of them have names on them with locks. Once your chest has had stuff put in it, we will engrave it. The key will be locked, and the key will be placed in the hands of the warden.
I mean, I think it's going to be pretty safe. I mean, Ardo, you are on our side.
To,
out of game, Ardo, I think you should check those other chests to make sure there's actually things in them.
So this is taking a little bit. Are you being unruly here? How's this going on, Ardo?
No, I'm like untrusting. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. My
Sure.
possessions. What do you mean, my possessions?
Everything on your person, including your clothing, sir. You'll be
want me
given
to-
the standard uniform to wear. Is that going to be a problem?
Yes. It is going to be a problem.
I was afraid you might say that. Well, he starts cracking his knuckles. You see, he's starting to unhook his armor. You won't
Wait a
do
minute.
it, eh?
Wouldn't he said I was hoping you might say that?
No. See, there's something you're missing about this guy. He doesn't enjoy doing this.
Oh, okay.
It's never really been a contest. As he lets the armor fall, you notice like muscles in places that you didn't think there should be muscles.
I was gonna say,
You're
how
pretty
big is
sure
this guy?
That he
I
could
vanish.
rip a. Oh, do you?
I do. I vanish.
All right, you tried to vanish.
I'm using my cloak, by the way. I didn't know if you knew that.
Okay, you use your cloak. And okay, Ardo activates his cloak and poof, he disappears right there. And as you turn, Ardo, you get a spear butt to the face. And you see one of the
How do I get a
guards.
spear butt to the face?
I'll explain. You see one of the guards. You think you're the only one with fancy trinkets? Put them in the box.
But he can't see me though. I'm invisible.
Yeah, no, he's fancy trinkets. Ardo.
Oh, I see. I see.
It wasn't
So
to
does he.
hurt you. It was just you're right there.
Okay.
How are you taking this? All this circus going on beside you, Dermot?
I am like I was starting to take off a bit of my gear, and like once this show started, like I got my Everfull mug and like filled it up, and I'm enjoying the show.
Okay. But you were being compliant. So
He's
you're
looking
not-
around like.
Yeah,
where'd he go?
I'm all buddy with whatever guard's closest to me. He's like, all right, here we go again.
They're pretty relaxed around you then. You're being slightly compliant, at least enough to watch the show here. And so, what do you do now, Ardo?
I start taking my stuff off.
All right, so you start taking your stuff off. You see the captain go, "Huh, good choice, good choice." Starts fastening stuff back on. I'm sorry, I did have to disrupt. I've broken 3 breastplates this week. All right. After your possessions are put in the boxes, they do as they say. They lock them, show you the key, and they hand both keys to one guard. Please take those to the warden's office immediately. Put your stuff back on shelves.
I try to keep my mug, which is empty now.
They're like, you're not going to be needing that. I'm afraid we can't make an exception, even if it is a simple cup. You know that there's no telling what it could be, really.
Oh, it's just a mug. It's just an empty mug. It's a family heirloom. It's been in my family for generations.
Yeah, it's not just an empty mug. I can't tell you exactly what it does from here, but I think we'd feel safer if it was in the chest.
Oh, you bugger in your glasses. Very well.
Okay. Once every possession you have is locked away, and you're given some rather plain clothes to wear.
What else are we given?
That's it. Plain clothes.
I need something, some linen or something. I'm not gonna.
You say that? Wait.
You're not gonna just sleep on the floor.
No, there'll be some straw in the cell for you.
Straw.
It's changed out monthly.
Oh, it's the good stuff.
I love how Chris gets to channel the prisoner within now.
Where am I supposed to pee in here?
Oh, you'll find that there's going to be 2 buckets in the cell. One is for your food, and the other, don't get them confused.
How long are we going to be your guest?
We haven't been told, actually. We were just told to expect 2 new guests.
So you don't know?
No.
Who's in charge here?
Well, that would be the warden.
Well, where's he at?
She.
She?
You don't want to see the warden.
I want to talk to somebody who knows something.
Are you sure?
Well, you don't know anything.
Do you? Okay. Well, we'll put in the request with the warden that you want to speak with her.
Request. Well, give me some paper then.
No, we'll handle it.
Oh.
No, we'll handle it. We'll get
You
the
sure?
request to the warden. Yes.
It's not too much for you, is it?
Oh my god.
No, we'll make sure that she sees
Okay.
you.
Where's my food?
Just to be clear.
When did we get food? I'm hungry now.
There should be something in the bucket for you.
Dermot's like trying to get
Where?
in edgewise. Like,
There's nothing in here.
Oh my god.
just
Yeah.
to
Hang
be
on.
clear here, he wants to see the warden. I'm okay.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that. You seem like a rather likable fellow.
Now, like the bucket, like you said, there's food in there. Is there alcohol? I am a dwarf. It's part of the dwarven, rights that we're given alcohol.
Okay. Dwarven rights that you're given alcohol.
Well, there's no such thing as a sober dwarf till they're dead.
Yeah. Don't we have religious rights in here?
Is this like a bluff thing or something?
What kind of
You-
prison
Is
is
that actually
this?
true?
You've
But we
helped-
don't.
You've helped
We'll make
enough,
sure
Ardo.
you,
Shush, shush, shush.
your concerns will be sent to the warden.
Doesn't have to be.
Oh,
good,
will they?
just something.
You're just telling me that.
You get them to their cell so they can settle in. They take you down. Okay, I'm assuming you're going, right?
Yes.
All right. They take you down the hallway. You go through another large set of doors. You see 2 guards there. They guide you past. You see one cell with a large, 10-foot wide set of iron doors. This is huge. You go past 2 other cells with small wooden doors, and then in the back there are 2 more cells with wooden doors. One of them is held open by a guard there waiting on you.
Both of us?
Go ahead.
Like for both of us?
Yeah, you're both being directed into one cell.
I like Ardo, and what do you think they keep in that one?
One of the guards leans in. He's the warden's pet.
Oh.
Eh.
When he says that, I take a really deep inhale.
Okay. All right. We'll get back to that one, but yes.
Okay.
I get what you meant. You're guided into a cell. This is it's a pretty big room. It's 25 by 25.
Oh, this isn't so bad.
What all do we see in there? Is there a window?
No, there is no windows. You're definitely underground. There is piles of straw in 3 of the corners, and 1 questionable bucket on the other corner. Then the stone walls, they seem really well done, very smooth. You couldn't fit anything in between the stones if you tried. It's pretty dark. Not very damp though. You're happy about that. That's good with the straw.
Any manacles in the walls or anything like that?
No, actually, there isn't. Not in this one. You don't see any spots where they would have chained prisoners. Any other questions about it?
You said there's 1 bucket with questionable substances inside. Is there another
one
bucket?
questionable looking bucket.
Oh. Where's the other bucket? Is there another bucket?
once you, while you're in there looking around, they come in with a wooden bucket. And one of the guards brings in 2 wooden bowls.
Okay.
Just kind of being nice.
You said this is like underground. There's no barred windows to the outside or anything like that, right?
Yeah, no barred windows.
This whole place is lit up with torches, I assume, or on the outside.
What?
Like, how is there light? No, I'm just
the
like
lighting?
for the rest of the people. They don't see this.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dark, actually.
Okay.
So Ardo, it's there's some torches in the outer hallway, but just the light coming in from the slots in the door is the only way you're seeing anything right now. You got your low light vision, luckily.
Right.
So
Oh, it's like
fine.
a door. It's like a doored chamber. Okay. See, I didn't
Yeah.
visualize that. Okay.
So once they're in there, they hand you they put the bucket down, give you both the bowls. Captain said that you were being pretty compliant, so there's your bowls. He hands to Dermot specifically, and he said that your request with the warden has been put in, and that she'll no doubt want to see you soon.
So it's bars.
Yeah.
There's walls and there's.
There's walls, stone walls, and then
Okay.
there's a door with some bars in it.
Okay,
Just
but that's it.
Yeah.
It's not like a jail where it's.
There's not like adjacent barred cells between.
Okay.
Now,
It's
you
just-
can see across the hall from this door, there's another door with bars in it.
okay, but that's all I can see outside.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the idea I was trying to get to. Is it an open
That's-
bar
yeah,
interface,
'cause
or is it like a
that's what I
closed-in
was
room?
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I see what you're saying.
Because I
It's
pictured one big room with
Yeah.
bar cells
So did
set
I.
up. But... Okay.
Yeah, the cells are stone.
Okay.
Just one barred window basically on the door.
Okay. Are y'all gonna change this other bucket out? It's unsanitary.
It should be fine. We have our rules on this.
No, I want to change. When do y'all change it out?
Monthly with the straw.
Monthly with the straw. That's
Dermot,
fine.
Dermot grabs like the bucket of food from the one guy and the bowls and just like steps back.
Any other complaints, sir?
Yeah, here's this bucket.
What do? You go get the bucket?
Yeah, hand it to him.
You handed him the nasty bucket, huh?
Yeah. The one that changed out. That's gross. That's unsanitary.
You heard the man. He wants a new bucket.
I take another step back.
Well, let's see. Oh, stomp. I'm assuming you try to dodge.
I do.
You succeed. Look at that! It's all clean. He sets the bucket down. A little rotten.
You better get that captain.
Thank you so much for that, Ardo. It's not like you have to smell it.
And to
You
cover
don't
what,
understand. You haven't been in prisons that many times.
to what you, I guess you would have some
wait,
experience
wait.
with that.
How many times have you been in prison?
Plenty.
Go on.
Just gotta aggravate the guards.
Oh, this is some part of your master plan. Like, how did it end last time?
Of course. Well, I'm out. Well, I was.
You were.
We were.
Oh, I'm sure Kel will sort this out. Like, he's not so great at the fighting. He must be good at the politics then.
It's the principle of the thing.
What are you talking about? We're
What are we
secure-
doing in here?
Are you kidding? We've spent the last 2 weeks in Underdark fearing for our lives. Now we're sitting in the middle of a room where there's only one way in. We're protected by armed guards and we're given them meals every day. I'm going to enjoy this a little bit.
Well, you enjoy it. I'll enjoy aggravating the guards.
Okay. To cover one more thing before I slide over to another set, that smell that you were able to pick up before this thing, thanks to Ardo, you smelt clearly ogre.
Okay.
All right.
So I just say to Ardo, like, I continue the conversation and say, well, maybe we'll get a chance to meet her pet. I'm sure you'll enjoy that.
I just raised an eyebrow.
I'm sure it's
All
quite
right.
a friendly pet.
Now, we're going to cut out of here and go into the scene with Andara. Andara, you're waiting in a room, sitting at a table. You've been provided with food and something to drink,
Yeah, I'll eat and drink.
basic comforts. You don't know exactly what's being said, but you recognize Rickleman's voice
Okay.
somewhere further off in the manor, shouting about something and yelling. All you can really tell from the tone is that you wouldn't want to be in that room.
Okay. Is there any guards in my room, like inside with me, or
There are some outside. You're being left alone inside.
they're outside? Okay, guarding the room. Okay.
When you recognize coming in a Valmoric Lazinis, a Drow ambassador.
Okay.
You've met him before. Just
What's his name? Or is it him or her?
it's a him, Valmoric Lazinis. He comes in to sit down. He says, I've heard that you were involved in some trouble.
I laugh. I say, I have no idea what's going on. From what I gather, our compatriot Kel is related to Master Rickleman.
Why, yes. That's his son. See, one of the guards steps in to start pouring him a beverage. He just kind of looks at it, looks at the guard. You see him take a small charm out of his sleeve and dip it into the beverage. When it stays the same color, he picks it up and drinks.
I just nod. Like Valmorg, this must be some kind of misunderstanding. We rode together as comrades. It was of his own free will.
Well, it seems that the Lord believes his son was kidnapped.
I laugh, but surely Kel can straighten out this entire matter.
Well, I think he's trying to now.
I'm
I
no
would assume.
kidnapper. You know me to some extent. I have no
Yes.
interest in those sort of dealings.
You seem to have been traveling with better... What happened to everything you owned?
Well, it's a long story. We were assisting some refugees from some angry mountain monster. It's so confusing. We have refugees in an artifact that we need to help escape. I don't even know where it is now.
Artifact.
I assume someone has the artifact. Who had the artifact last?
Ardo.
Ardo. Our rogue friend had the artifact. It's a magical artifact. We were able to escape all manner of horrible things and people and creatures, and this is so overwhelming.
Wow, it sounds like you've had... It's not been too easy around here either, actually. Yeah, after you left, one of the guides and several refugees were found dead in the woods east of here.
That's most concerning.
I was kind of worried that something similar might have happened to you.
All manner of strange things have happened. We were to escort a baby to what was the baby again? What was the where were we bringing the baby?
The other side of the plains of Shar.
Yeah,
The plains of Shar.
The Great
We were to
Rift.
escort a baby that was apparently of royalty to the plains of Shar. Surely Claudia, if you speak with Claudia, she can confirm this information. She was assisting us with this, and had asked that we escort this baby.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we will definitely do that. I'm sure what you say is true. I've never had a reason to doubt you before. Uh,
What of my comrades? Where have they been taken?
well, they didn't have the same connections you did.
I understand that. Perhaps if you can make some arrangements for some more comfortable accommodations for them. They are, after all, as innocent as I in this matter. Do your best, whatever you can, Velmord, please.
I'll try. I'll see what I can do.
Most appreciated.
You notice during your conversation that the yelling in the other room has stopped.
Yeah. Okay. I just continue to chit chat and nosh.
We're going to have to see about getting you set back up. We can't have you running around unequipped.
Yes. It was my possessions were unfortunately left for a greater good, a greater cause of assisting these people escape this travesty.
You hear a rap at the door.
Yes, I say.
All right. He gets up and just stands. Enter. And the door opens up. You see Kel.
I say, a Milner.
Hey.
This is quite a mess now, isn't it? I say to Kel.
I'm not kidnapped. Right, guys? Right, guys? Right? See, I'm
Most definitely not.
So,
Kel was brave enough to assist me and save my life almost in a couple instances.
Almost?
Well, from what I understand, it was a dangerous situation, and yes, I suppose.
it's pretty awesome, guys. You guys should have saw it. Enough about me, though. Like, we're good. I think we're good. We can,
Well, I'll give you the room.
Thanks. Thank you. I just kind of nod at him.
Do come see me if you need anything else. We'll be needing your assistance again soon, Andara.
I just nod.
Especially with our recent losses. And he exits the room.
Yeah, I nod in agreement. Okay.
The guards just kind of look, and then they close the door. Assuming that you wanted to talk.
This is quite a mess. Kidnapped? Why would anybody kidnap you?
Well, things kind of get a little crazy around these parts. I mean, there's thieves everywhere here.
I just cross my arms. I'm like, royalty, huh?
Well, sort of. I mean, I didn't want to be royalty.
I imagine no one really asks, for the most part, if they're born into it.
I don't really know how that works. My brother's way better at it anyways.
You have a brother.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
What's his name? Or
my brother?
yes.
My brother's name is Spear.
Spear. Do you only have one sibling? How many siblings do you have?
Well, I have a sister.
I don't know if I know this or not, so that's why I'm asking, just so we can get this out.
I have a half brother.
You had an acquaintance with Rickleman, but that was about it. You weren't let in that far to the family.
Okay.
You knew he had kids. You didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
You're getting an idea of that now.
Okay, yeah, I was just making sure that was made clear.
Yeah, it's kind of a big family, I guess.
My. Indeed. What was the name of, this is out of character, what was the name of Rickleman's wife?
It's Chesintra.
What's that?
Chesintra.
Chesintra?
Yeah.
I just sort of chuckle. I say, I see Chesintra's been quite busy.
Well, I guess so. I don't really... Kind of weird talking about my mom like that.
I imagine she's had her hands full with the likes of you and your siblings.
Well, maybe just me. Like I said, my brother's better at this kind of stuff than I am.
Better how?
Oh, I don't know. He just seems like he's more built for it in this life.
Oh, do you imagine is he in line for the throne? Do you think? If throne, I don't know if it's the throne or not, but
He's my older brother.
I assume that would be a yes then.
I think he is. Isn't that how this works?
It's your family.
I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. I like my brother.
Anyway,
He's a good guy.
This is all really interesting. What if Dermot and poor Ardo? Where have they been sent?
They're probably in the basement.
The basement?
Yeah, Grandma doesn't like me going around down there.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah, they'll be all right for a couple days. I mean, it has a magic lock. It won't open for a few days anyways.
A magic lock?
Yep.
Why would it have a magic lock?
So you don't have prison breaks.
So it is a basement prison.
Something like that.
More of a dungeon,
I
or
kind of snuck down there a few times. I didn't really see anything about a lock, but, you know, that's what Grandma said. I don't know why. I figure she just knew more than I did.
Are they being fed?
Well, I've never been in the prison. Just to where the guards are.
Well, you make sure to talk to those guards and let them know to take care of our friends.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be all right. We can come back and check on them. My dad kind of said it was good to go. Maybe not in those words.
I imagine he had some words for you, and your alleged disappearance. Do you often leave without informing your father of your intentions?
This is the farthest I've ever gotten. But yeah, I don't really hang around if I don't feel like it.
I see.
I don't really want to stick around. I kind of want to see what's out there, meet new people, and see new places. I've never really, I've been to Waterdeep, and I've been here, and I think I went to Silvery Moon once, but I don't really remember. I haven't really been everywhere.
What were your responsibilities in the kingdom, or I say kingdom, like kingdom, but in the village?
Responsibilities?
Yes.
I didn't have any responsibilities.
I just sort of nod. Why the sudden shock and alarm in your disappearance if it's something that you do?
I don't know. I guess that's just my dad. Overreacting. He can be a little crazy sometimes.
I laugh.
Sometimes he talks to himself. It's kind of weird.
Talks to himself?
Yeah. Says some weird stuff.
She sort of thinks back to think if she thinks of any times where she would have noticed him talking to himself.
That'd be a better question for you to answer, Kel.
Would, out of character? Or
out of character.
Out of character, I don't know, did Andara ever stay over any nights in here?
Yeah, she's been there for a couple of stays, but just never real close. How
Maybe,
blatantly obvious would his talking to himself be?
Not too obvious, I don't think, but you'd probably have, what the hell was that? And then not know what it was.
Okay, so she sort of connects the dots then.
Yeah, this would connect those dots.
I'm like, I see. Very strange, being that I frequent this village so often that I've never come to know you as a Milner.
Well, I wasn't allowed out, I mean, my dad's kind of paranoid about that stuff. Especially with all the thieves and stuff running around the town.
She sort of nods in agreement and understands that whole concept. As I'm sure her pockets have probably been lightened every now and then. I understand, I see. Well, what are we to do now?
Well, I guess we could just go wait in the tavern for a couple days until that lock runs out.
So the lock itself will just expire and then they'll be released?
It's almost like a time sink. Like every, couple days. It just opens.
Strange magic indeed. So we are free to go. There's no further questions. It's all been rectified.
Well, you and I are.
Right. Okay then. Maybe what time of day is it, by the way? Out of game, or out of character.
Y'all arrived here, it was early afternoon. Only a few hours have passed now, so
Okay.
Yeah, if they would be around like 1 p.m.
Okay. Okay. Is Valmork left the room? You said it's just
yeah, it's just you and Ricklam, you and Kel.
Kel, right?
You and
right,
Ricklam, this would be an execution.
Yeah. Come on now. Okay. Well, perhaps then I'll speak with Valmork again to get better suited to my environment. I'm looking down at my clothes to get better dressed if we were to be not to insult your clothing, but they're not
like
really
that
my style.
I like that outfit. I want it back after you're done with it.
I imagine you would.
Okay.
And perhaps then we'll meet up shortly. Where would you like to meet? At the tavern you mentioned?
Yeah, I could go hang out at Lars Tavern for now.
Oh, perhaps I'll clean myself up and then we'll meet there.
All right.
Okay.
I just nod. See you then.
See you then, Andara. I'm gonna head out.
All right. Yeah. See you then. All right. You open the door. You see one of the guards kind of lean back up against his post. He's kind of blushing a bit. They don't say anything. Not even a word. Just avoiding eye contact.
I just kind of smirk. Go about my business.
You come out as well, Andara. You're muted. You're still muted.
Sorry,
What?
I said the guards are a little disappointed. It's not their typical show that they get to listen into.
You're not sure what was going on, but which way did you go? Or do y'all go the same way out? You're heading out towards town to meet up with the ambassador? What's going on?
Who me? I was gonna
Yeah.
meet up with Valmork. He said he'd get me some gear and stuff, and so I imagine some clothes. So
Where was my
I would,
chest?
if I didn't know where he was, I'd follow up with that. Sorry, go ahead.
My chest is inside the rod, or is it? No.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
it
he had
is.
it in the
Okay.
rod.
Okay. So
I need my.
you
chest.
head, huh?
I need my chest.
Yeah, it's detained.
Okay. I can't go look or anything. like,
You
Convince someone that I need it.
I don't see that you could try to go talk to her. I don't know I don't know how that would go. That would probably be pretty bad.
Okay. Then I won't.
Should I leave your garb with? Is there a cleaning staff that comes around, or? I sort of asked that to Kel. Yeah.
Just bring it with you to the tavern.
Okay then.
All right. So as y'all walk off, heading your different directions, Kill heading off for the tavern, and Dara heading off to meet with the ambassador again. You barely catch the glimpse of back behind you with the two guards, where one of them just smacks the other one.
I throw them a wink and a smile.
All right. So we're going to go back down to the cell for a minute.
Actually, before we do, we're going to go to a break.
Oh, well, we can do that. That sounds good.
Stay tuned for more. We'll be back in a few minutes on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, tune in tomorrow. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, leave comments, follow us on Twitter. Check that out. All the links are in the places and the doobly doos. So we'll see you in a bit.